Archaeologists have been searching for more information about the mysterious people who lived in a region of Mexico that may have been inhabited for the first time in the year 400 BCE. Their most recent research has revealed a fascinating new aspect of one of the structures that those people left behind. Archaeologists made a remarkable discovery when they discovered a mystery passageway buried beneath an ancient pyramid civilization that thrived in Mexico and other regions of Central America. Mesoamericans are those who lived in the area before the Spanish conquest. Great cities and monuments were constructed by the Mesoamerican people, and they produced important discoveries in fields ranging from agriculture to mathematics. One of the Mesoamerican people's most well-known achievements is the construction of temples in the shape of pyramids. Tiaté uken was the name of one of Mesoamerica's great cities in Nahuatl, the language spoken by the Aztec people. Despite its name, which translates to City of the Gods, or place where men become gods, this is not an Aztec city. In fact, it was the Aztecs who settled there, many years before the city was constructed. Its origins stretch back too far, before the Aztecs were the dominant power in the region. Tiaté huacan was built in what is now Mexico, and Mexico City, the country's current capital, is about 50 kilometers, 31 miles, to the southwest of the site. Significantly, when it was at the height of its power, it may have had as many as 200,000 residents living across 8 square miles. As a result, very few cities on the planet could be compared to it at the time. No information about the people who constructed Tiaté huacan is known, despite the fact that the area was inhabited as early as 400 BCE, and that people fleeing a volcano in another city settled there around 100 BCE. These people may have been responsible for the layout of the city. The people who lived in Tiaté huacan were farmers, craftsmen, merchants, and priests. They worked with obsidian and ceramics to create everything from tools to ornaments to weapons. In the year 750 CE, something took place. It may have been a war, or something else may have caused the fire that swept through the city. Whatever it was, it destroyed most of Huacan, leaving the great city in ruins. However, the Pyramid of the Sun, which is the largest structure in Huacan, but is not the highest point to be found there, towered over everything else that was left of the city. Although it is the largest structure in Huacan, following that path will bring you to the pyramid in the middle of the moon. The platforms of these 12 minor pyramids stand at a height of 140 feet and were constructed on higher land than the Pyramid of the Moon. It is possible that these platforms served as the locations of animal and human sacrifices. They weren't looking for anything in particular and didn't expect to find anything under the square. They just wanted to make sure the square was properly conserved. There were 2 organizations that were involved in the research. One was the National Institute of Anthropology and History and they were assisted by the Institute of Geophysics of the National Autonomous University in O. The archaeologists began their investigation in Teotihuacan Plaza de la Luna, in front of the pyramid. Even though they didn't dig, they were able to map the area using a cutting-edge method called electrical resistivity tomography. The technology gave them the ability to see what was below the surface of the ground, and the results were astounding. In fact, it may help reveal more information about the city, the people who lived there, and how they related to the rest of the world. The findings were made under the Plaza de la Luna. The electronic imaging revealed a mysterious tunnel that was hidden approximately 33 feet deep. However, that was not all that was discovered. The tunnel led directly under the Pyramid of the Moon to a chamber hollowed out beneath it. The chamber is 49 feet in diameter and lies approximately 26 feet down. However, the archaeologists do not know for certain what is inside. Previous excavations at Tiaté huacan have primarily yielded tombs as their primary finds. They have been found to include artifacts carved in green stone, as well as jewelry. It won't be clear until further excavation has been done, but the archaeologists believe that the citizens of Teotihuacan may have considered the tunnel as a passage to the underworld. The chamber itself could indeed have hosted funeral rites, and with that in mind, it could reveal mounds of human remains. In addition to them, They have also housed deformed human skulls. There are probably similar things under the Pyramid of the Moon. The chamber was probably connected to the underworld in some way. The idea that the underworld was below ground and was often found in caves resulted in underground spaces becoming an important place to conduct religious rituals. The Aztecs and the Maya were just two of the societies that featured it prominently in their beliefs. With that in mind, the underworld was an important concept to the American Indians. With that in mind, the Aztec and the Maya were just two of the societies that featured it prominently in their beliefs. The descent into the underworld was an adventure worthy of a hero, and although much of Tiahuacan has been investigated, the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon remain among the least understood areas. This is because these are the regions that have received the least amount of archaeological attention up until this point. The archaeologists' next goal is to excavate the tunnel and the chamber. It is anticipated that they will discover grave goods in the same manner as they did in other chambers around the Pyramid of the Moon. In addition to this, they hope to discover additional jewels as well as skulls. The research just goes to show how even the oldest and best known of sites can still conceal important secrets. With every new discovery, the mysteries of Mesoamerica come little closer to being solved. The other side of the pyramid may also have another entrance to the tunnel. Certainly, the other peoples of Mesoamerica consider the T.ottay very highly. Therefore, anything found there can help shed light not just on Tiaté, but also on its place in Mesoamerica as a whole. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe.